Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? It's been a while since we did a pour together, so yay, let's have some fun. I would love to show you results from the last pour video, the big balloon smash. It's a goner. What can I say? It dried great. Like the golden gloss pouring medium, that stuff is the bomb. I'm really quite taken with it now, at least for balloon smashes and tree ring pours and things of that nature. The jury's still out for me on making cells and flip cup pours. But what happened was, when you do balloon smash, it makes those little lines to form the petals. And because I had so many similar colors between the blue and green, that when the paint settled down, they kind of mixed and it looked muddy. Like it dried, like I wasn't happy with it. And if I'm not happy, it gets scraped. So it's a goner. I'm gonna do it again eventually. I just need to take a break from the balloons. But for those looking for big balloons, I get this guy. This is one of those toys, where you blow it up and then you hit it with your hand. Any supermarket, like in the cereal aisle, they have them hanging. You blow it off, you could take off the giant rubber band, and it's nice because you have a little spot to hold on to. And it blows up, probably not quite as big as the one I had. That was beach ball size, but this is probably at least volleyball size, so pretty big. So yeah, like I even had a picture, because I was smart enough to take some high resolution photos of that, but like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on my iPad or not. It's because the light's in the way. But all this part here where it's very similar blues and greens, when that all settled, that just looked like green, like these green lines or areas, and I wasn't happy. And so when I'm not happy, maybe a little grumpy, just a little, I did another pour, and it was all like black and dark and angry looking, and I wasn't happy with that, and I balloon smashed that, and then I showed it to my husband. He's like, that's wild looking. And I said, I know, right? I said, should I scrape it? He's like, you should keep it, just because, he's like, it's totally not you, but it's kind of interesting. And I'm like, all right. So I kept it, and I can show you at least that. I'm gonna try my giant Julie cuts. You should be proud. I saw your video on the difference between torches. I still don't believe you. Sorry, but this is awesome for when I do resonate. I'm gonna try it. I think it has to do more with the paint mixture. That's just, we'll agree to disagree, because I love you. So, well, let me take it out of it. I popped it into a floater frame just to see what it was look like. So we'll put that there. Stay, good boy. Okay, so this is, I call it my angry pour. It looks really dark. You know what, hold on, I gotta turn on a light. There we go. Let me flip it this way. So, but see, when it dried, you can see all the delineations between the marks of the balloon. That's what I wanted. It did it on this one. This one's crazy looking. It's just wild looking. Those are the golden pouring medium cells though, very GAC 800 like. So yeah, let me know what you think of that one. I think it's crazy looking. And I don't think the colors are conveying on the camera, because there's a lot of greens and blues down here, and you got some violet in here, and black down here. Like, it's just all over the place. So there's that guy. And tonight I'm gonna just do a pour, which makes me nervous because you don't know what you're gonna get. And my color inspiration is this guy that I must have made a couple weeks ago, and it's waiting to be resined, that I must have made a couple weeks ago with leftover paint. And it's got, I can tell it's got some like Van Dyke brown and some turquoise and gold and bronze. I'm like, oh, that's kind of pretty. There's lots of little baby cells. and it looks very textured. So I think that's why I kept it, for the texture of it. It looks like, oh look, it looks all bumpy, but it's not. It's smooth as can be. So color inspiration for tonight, and yeah, let's get started. As Pink would say, let's get this party started. All right, so there's my 16 by 20, scraped twice from, you probably would have thought they were fine, but from 2 tree ring pours that I wasn't happy with. So this poor gessoed canvas, it's 2 inches deep, cradled ampersand, and it is gessoed on the sides. Usually I buy the ones that are, let me move this out of the way so you can see, that are you know, natural on the sides with just the little edge. And this one, well, it was, that's just old paint, is has been gessoed all the way around. So I'm gonna let the paint run over tonight on that. What else did I want to tell you about? See, I'm gonna be all talky. I'll have to forewarn everyone. No, one big one. Shout out to Charla, who hit me up on Instagram to tell me that, I don't know, one of my videos, the little icon for it, I looked less than stellar, let's just say. And because of her, I figured out how to get the desktop version onto my iPad, because I don't have a laptop. And I was able to go through a lot of my videos and change the little icon. So they look much, much better. So, oh, thanks to her. Do I even want to start with white? So my plan is to layer 1 big cup. I'm going to throw down white all over and then pour over the white. So I'm not sure I even want to start with white. I think I'm going to skip it. Colors should flash up as we go. Let me put these in order. And I wanted to mention somebody else, just because they cracked me up in their comments, and they weren't even talking to me. I think it was on my channel, but they were chatting with another subscriber, and they were talking about buying art. And I think it was Logan was saying, I think she bought something of mine, and she hung it up on the wall and just like mingled it in with all of her art, so her husband wouldn't notice. And that just cracked me up, because I was like, that's so what I would do. I'd be like, honey, what, these pair of shoes? They've been in my closet this whole time. Oh, that piece of art, that's just been there forever. Don't you worry about it. So you gave me a really good giggle, Logan. Am I happy with this? The only thing I do want to mention is the blue. It's phthalo blue, but it has probably, it had maybe 1.5 ounces of paint and probably a tablespoon of black, because I wanted a darker blue, not quite navy, but darker blue. And phthalo blue tends to be semi transparent, and I wanted it to be opaque, and and adding the black will make it opaque. So just wanted to mention that. Oh, pouring medium recipe is, what did I do? It's 40, 40, 20. So 40%, however many ounces you want to make, 40% Elmer's glue all. That's not right. Yes, it is. 40% Elmer's glue all, 20% of the golden gloss pouring medium, and 40% water. So we're going to add that pouring medium and see what happens. Consistency, I know the turquoise does not have silicone in it yet. Nice little trace on the cup, or on the color, on the paint in the cup. So not exactly thick. It feels nice and bouncy and has a lot of body to it still, but I can make a trace. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So that's the consistency, and this one is going to get 3 drops of my spot on Okay, 4. Spot on treadmill silicone. The rest are already ready to go. All right. Start layering. So I got an exciting piece of mail today, and this is the third or fourth time this has happened to me, that now when I see the envelope I get all excited, because it's usually, it says claims department, which normally is bad news, but I always, every time there's some sort of class action suit against the company for whatever it is, I sign up. I did one a couple years ago for somebody was suing De Beers Jewelry. You know, the people that have the diamond mines in South Africa, at least here in the DC area, they always have a lot of commercials about their diamonds. And I'm like, oh, I think my husband, you know, I listed all my jewelry that my husband either bought me, or, you know, my engagement ring, and sent off like a claims form, and forgot all about it for like months and months and months. And I did the same thing for Justice Department Store, which is a kids clothing store. And one day in the mail, I got 2 letters from claims departments. And one was from De Beers, who never did admit guilt, of course, for trying to monopolize the diamond industry. And the other one was from the Justice people. But the De Beers did a class action settlement, and I think I got a check for $400. And I was just like, woohoo, party! And then the Justice one was like, I don't know, 150 or something. And Justice just sent me a second one today. Don't get too excited. It was for $91. And it was like the payout of the residual money that was set aside for the settlement. And what they were doing was, I forgot my order. I gotta look. What comes after that? Can't be gold again. Huh. Well, looks empty. Maybe it's copper time? Looks like it's copper time. Justice was putting sales stickers on their clothing, but they weren't really on sale. Like they would say, this shirt is 30% off. It's now $19.99. But $19.99 was the price all along. And they got caught by somebody. I totally forgot the order, so now I'm just winging it. I think I need some turquoise. So that was very exciting. So if you ever get one of those, sign up. It's worth it. You have nothing to lose. You'll be with, you know, I think the Justice one, I got $91 because they had 5 million left over, but you know, you divide that between, you know, a gazillion people, and it's not very much money, but still, free money, I'll take it. All right, do I want a third layer or not? I don't think so. I feel nervous. I feel nervous because I haven't had, you know, 2 failed tree ring pours, which are usually pretty straightforward, right? So yeah, feeling nervous. I don't know why. I'm usually not. It's just paint. But I'm not going to worry about covering the whole canvas. I'm just going to pour a bunch around, kind of like that, and plop my cup into it. Wow, that was not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do, so I might as well just roll with that. And just let it all out. Not what I wanted. See what I mean? I'm kind of worried that the painting, I don't have the painting juju tonight. We have plenty of paint though. If I hate this, we'll make another cup. And that doesn't look like enough paint on my canvas, so that is not what I wanted to happen. I have another cup of white too. That should just help it all slide around. I'm just gonna let it sit a second. My latest thing now to do is to blow on bubbles. Sometimes I just get cells like that. Yep, here they come. There's caterpillars. I haven't even done anything. I'm going to tilt around just a little bit before I torch. Oh, so now that I know how to get to the desktop version of YouTube, I can look at my diagnostics. And my average video time is 34 minutes. I thought it was a lot longer than that. But you guys are only watching on average about 17 minutes, which tells me I'm talking too much or they're too long or something. But I am who I am, so I'm not going to change anything other than, you know, not talk about paint colors for 5 minutes. Oh, you know what? Let me take off my jewelry. Yeah, all the colors blurred in there. I'm kind of worried about this painting. All right, let's see what happens. So anyway, I looked at the diagnostics and decided not to change anything anyway. Let me get my piece of cardboard tonight. How am I centered? Yeah, I'm pretty good, huh? Before I get my hands all dirty. Give this a bend. There we go. Where do we want to go first? Maybe up here. I kind of want to save the turquoise there in that one corner. Oh, screw it. This is there's just too much work. I'd rather get dirty. I'm going to change my mind though, because I really do like the stripe of the copper with the turquoise. So let me put it here and try to save it. Sorry if I'm blocking your view. Let me tip it that way a second. And tip it my way. All right. I've got a corner to worry about. Let's just knock that out. Well, there went the turquoise. That was dumb. Oh wow. See how much paint I have left. Come back in the middle a second. Look at those little cells that I just blew on. Look at that. That's a total gack cell. Or I guess I should call them golden cells. My giant caterpillar without torching it all. It's too dark, right? I feel like it's just too dark. And like the paint, I can go probably another inch or two and I'm out of paint. Or, you know, I'd have to really stretch it all to hell. So, big cup, little cup. That doesn't look very appealing in that cup. So let me make like another half cup right here. Can you see that if I did it right there? I really can't tell. Right there. Start with the gold. Maybe we add white this time. Let's do that. Just a little layer before we add what? Turquoise. If it lightens up the turquoise, that's okay. A little bit of copper. Lost all my copper. Let's do the dark blue. Bronze. I'm going to do white now just to be different. And then black, which is going to go gray, but maybe not because I'm going to pour it. Yeah, it's just all too dark, right? I feel like it's all too dark. So let me think what I want to do. I'm going to reckon to the caterpillar, you know that. Maybe I go, yep, that's what I do. I go, see, sound effects and everything. Get something going, some color, some stripes, something. And let's do another one. I don't like that one too much. Let's just come down here and across and put a whole bunch here. Twist it around. Something. Let's wreck this black a little bit. Oh, it's a dolphin or whale. It's a killer whale. All right. Kind of love that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot too. Over. All right, and there's a spot. I'm going to be heading up your way. I'm going to pour some of that off. I'm loving this. A lot. I have a blank spot right here. Maybe futz around with the white. Get that to pour off a little bit. Down. Good. Okay, Mr. Killer Whale. I'm sorry. But just a part of you has to go. And let me look at it. Let me stop and stare. Because I'm kind of liking this now. Yeah. I have this on my hand and I'm like so tempted to smear it somewhere. Like I don't like this. Can you see that? I don't like that at all. And maybe this whole part. Awesome. God, I'm tempted to pour more stripes. I really am. Really like that. Let's practice some restraint, shall we? And let's try to get rid of what? That blob over here where I'm wiggling my finger. If I can't, then maybe I'll put a stripe there. Yeah, neither of them want to go. So let me see. Let me swap out gloves because these are soaking wet. Because I have like this cool bit of gold that's outlined in turquoise that I could, you know, not run across the canvas, but at least do something right here to make this look better. I don't know what, something. I'll even take that. And then over here, oh, we've got lefty problems. Do I want to run it all the way up? I think I do, if I have enough. I'm going to start off the canvas. I'm going to follow this black line and then get wider. Turn my cup, get wide. Kind of drag it through this. Something like that. I got a little bit of a jagged edge thing here that I don't like. I can fix that later though. All right, gloves. I want to see if I can tilt either of those off now a little bit. Can you help? Got it? All right. I still feel like I need to come up, like all the action is here and then kind of dark and moody on the one side. It's not quite as balanced as I need it to be. I'm having, you know what, let me take off my ring. Speaking of rings, let me take this off. Put it in my ring dish. I was gonna tell you guys a story about my daughter, but she's listening, so I can't. All right, sorry for the delay there. All right, oh, I still have a bunch of gold there. What do I do with that? It's just sitting there. Do I put something on top? Do I go? Hold on. Change plan. Need something up there for balance. Because, you know, I'm looking at it and it's horizontal, but I want to hang it vertically. So if I hang it vertically and like this is the top, or even if this is the top, it's just unbalanced. It needs something on the other end. So I'm going to take my white, some of it, and pour it into a cup with a little bit of turquoise and gold. Maybe a dash of black. So white. There's my gold. Turquoise. And some black. And then I'm just going to take a stick, use the white stick, and just like make an S pattern through it or something like that. Just so when I pour, it doesn't have those three colors all lined up, you know what I mean? And I'm still not thrilled with that, so I need to do something this way. I'm just going to kind of go for it too. Oh yeah, I love that. That's awesome sauce. Do people say awesome sauce? I do. I still don't like this. So picky. What am I gonna do about that? I don't like that. I don't like this whole little quadrant. Let me see if it can go off at all. Or like bring this down. Yeah, bye-bye. Go ahead. Go ahead, awkward part. Off you go. And then bring back the cool swoop. Like that. Bring back the cells. And then take a little bit of that swoop off. Have it run over. Kind of like that, because that, maybe the other one too, because that'll look cool on the edge. Let me stare at it now. Make sure I got my sides covered too. It's like the space-time continuum or something. Hold on while I get greedy a second. I'm gonna pour off some off this one corner too, if I can. Might not be able to. No, I should have enough paint. I'm just gonna keep futzing with my composition a second. Go, go, go. All right, that's getting too big, so let me take it all back up. Off you go. Yep. Okay, I like this part better now too. Let me stare at it. Fairly happy. I'm fairly happy. Oh, I totally forgot to torch. Look at my giant cells that I blew with air. Check it out. Let me wipe off my fingers. I don't know. Do I need the big torch? Do I need the Mac Daddy? I'm kind of worried it's going to sell up like crazy. It shouldn't really get any caterpillars because one, it wasn't a flip and drag, and two, the you know, the throwing of the paint and making ribbons usually doesn't lend itself to caterpillars. But So let me start off with my regular torch. See, my regular torch, whoops, the flame is like that high. Like it's a good 6 inches. So like I can come up here and still get heat and pop bubbles because I can see it working. Popping bubbles everywhere, and it's making cells. And like I kind of just want the cells to be like in the background portions and not in the stripy portions, because then I think it would be like too busy. Like I accidentally did it right here and I already regret it. But what are you gonna do? Like I'd rather just have it here in space, as I guess I'll call this. So it's like some, well, you know what? No, I'm gonna have to use my big torch because this one just died. So, oh my God. Oh my God. No, I did use it a couple nights ago when I was resining, and it was the bomb for resining. Wow, see? Wow. Let's turn that way down. But yeah, I just wanted in space. That's kind of scary, honest to God. My husband has a fit when I do it with resin because I'm doing it for a long time. All right, let me stop and look. I might be done. I have some sides to touch up in a couple spots. Let me look at it. Do I wish it had more gold? Kinda. Do you want to add another stripe, Karen? How do you feel about that big white one? Like I'm thrilled with this side, like right from the get-go, really happy. And I'm kind of stalling too because I want to see what the cells do. I don't expect them to get real big because, you know, I already stretched everything out. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think it's kind of cool just the way it is. Yep. Too big and awkward to pick up, so I am gonna like try to bring you guys down. The cells are looking pretty good, I gotta say. They're very GAC 800 like, you know, rings within rings within rings of colors. It's really kind of sad, like this part here where it's bronze, there's actually blue cells, but the bronze is so strong it's hard to see. Really cute little section here. Yeah, let me get you down. This is the long one. Oh, not too bad. I always think it's like an hour later and it's 38 minutes. So started in this corner up here. See, like the cells here. Wait, let me get down here. See how the double kidney, classic sign of a golden product every time. And then like the cells like here with the gold ring and then a black ring and then a turquoise ring and then a blue ring and then a gold ring. That's all. That's very GAC-like. Like this guy right here. Where am I pointing? Like right there. These guys here. And then down here, I kind of love that stripe right there. And then you got this cute cluster here. And then up there, let me come up high. I'll post some good pics. And Yay, yeah. Phew. I needed like a decent one after screwing up tree ring pours, so. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support in the comments. And for the people who send me food, I love you. Like chocolate and tea and cookies and oh my gosh, you're so good to me. I'm gonna cry. I will really cry. So I'm just gonna go. Okay, love you. Bye.